Alright, what's up, Dragon Brew? Today we're going to be playing some Goblins. And it might or might not look like what you expect. I have no idea. But these have kind of come around a little bit here in New Standard. I've seen a few people pop up with them on the ladder, so I figured why not? Let's take a shot and play some Goblins and see how good it is. Because seems like if regular mono red is good, these should be equally as good. So I don't know. We're going to run down what we got, though. Cacophony's Camp, because we're going to have a lot of ways to pump our Goblins, so often we'll be able to sack this or use it to kill something. It's like 3 or 4, which is nice. Fanatic Firebrand, it's kind of removal for 1 point, but it is a hasty creature, which does matter here. Same can be said about Reckless Lackey, another hasty creature, though it does actually have First Strike, which is nice, and gives us the option of drawing a card. Torch Tower, well, we're just going to use this to get rid of some things, no surprise. Runevelt Horde Master, this is the first of our Lord effects, if you will, that pump our team, and this lets us get access to more Goblins, which is always nice. We also have Sear Slicer Goblin, and I've been playing this in a few decks, and I'm starting to come around to really liking this card. Just getting an extra token for doing what your deck wants to do anyway is really awesome, especially here where it's often going to be a 2/2 or a 3/3. Bridges, super good, because we often get access to another card, but we can also make something big and scary not block. And we have several things that happen to be pirates. When you come back here and look at Fanatical Firebrand, Reckless Lackey, so we have a lot of ways to trigger this. Dropkick Bomber. This is cool because it's another way to pump our team. It's a 2/3, which helps because it's a little bit of a bigger body. Additionally, you can give something flying, and then if it damages the opponent, you sacrifice it. However, you can also give something flying on defense, and the thing won't die, so you got to keep that in mind. Then we have Screaming Nemesis, because if we've already dealt a lot of damage, and Screaming Nemesis is just a nuisance to finish the game. Couple of Squee, Dubious Monarch, because, well, if one Goblin's good with haste, 2 of them is better. Not really much more than that. Then we're going to play 3 Patchwork Banner. Now, this is good because it pumps our team, but because we also have so many things that cost 1 mana, there'll be a lot of turns where we can actually play the Patchwork Banner, tap it for a mana, and attack with the hasty 2/2, which is pretty good. And then a couple of Witchstalker Frenzy because, well, just need some removal to get bigger things out of the way sometimes. Now, this should be a pretty easy list to build, and even a cheap one, honestly. So if you're interested in trying this at the end of the video, watch it in the video, because I'm sure the games are going to be fun and fast. But then when you get to the end, there'll be a link that takes you over to Moxfield, a channel sponsor, where you can download this and try it for yourself. But again, like I was saying, it's probably a pretty cheap list to build, so if it performs well, if you want to buy it, check out our friends over at Tales of Adventure. That's TOAMagic.com. Not only will it be a cheap deck, if you use code DRAGON, DRAGN, you will save an additional 5% picking up the deck. So keep that in mind as well, because you support me, get a cheap deck, and we'll keep the channel going. But alright, let's go see if Goblins can run down our opponents old school style. Alright, obviously we have to keep this. Like, can't get rid of that. I'm going to go with this just because it's got a bigger toughness, and there's an off chance that they just played a 1/1. There wouldn't be much value there for them to block. We're going to do this and hope it lives. Boom, free Goblin. That's what we want. Now let's find something that pumps our team. That's like step 2 to this whole process. I mean, if you're going to kill something here, it's definitely the Sear Slicer Goblin. Like, why would you try to kill anything else? Alright, let's go Goblin. Let's play Horde Master into this other hasty boy. And get in there for 6. I mean, we're trying to race against the Reanimator here with Valgavoth, so we don't have much time. Alright, well, we can get rid of that, so maybe can buy ourselves another turn. But, opponent's at 12. We attack for 2, 4, 6, 7. They go to 5. If they just get an untapped land, they'd have to have a Reanimator spell. Yeah, I guess this is the best thing we can do. Kind of disappointing. But, gotta do what we gotta do. End the turn? I mean, there is like a random way that if they reanimate Valgavoth here... Okay, looks like they're not. Like, if they did, we could attack with just Lackey and try to deal 2 first strike plus 5 plus 1. Wouldn't be enough, actually. That'd only be 8 against a 9/9. I think we got it, folks. I think we got it. We're going to go ahead and play this. And end things. Whew. We'll take that. That could have been a lot worse. Okay, I guess we keep it. As much as I like more damage, I think I'm just going to go Scamp here first. And then see if we can resolve a Horde Master successfully. Mostly because I kind of like also having haste creatures. Like if something happens to the board and we get like a Seer Slicer Goblin or something like that. It's not the worst thing. Or if we can even surprise our opponent with a banner plus a haste creature is always good. Or we just go multiple Horde Masters, and that works too. Horde Master into Firebrand's not too bad. And Scamp is a bit of a nuisance, being potentially more damage. Yeah, since we can still play things, I'm going to go Goblin, play a Horde Master, play Firebrand, move to attacks. I'm assuming a Horde Master is going to die. I'm going to do this just in case they want to flash in like a 2-1 or something here. Yep, see, sometimes you just know things, y'all. Like, the options there for me were either leave Firebrand untapped so I could shoot the thing, or just don't attack with our other bodies. This is fine, though, and we have a Torch the Tower. Love that. Alright, everybody's coming to get it. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, it's tapped. The rest of them are coming to get it. Yep. End the turn? I mean, I don't know what Dimir's going to do here against this pile of stuff. At least the most common versions we see. Yep, that's going to do it. That's a pile of Seer Slicer Goblins. Alright, sure. This is all relying on this first sequence going right? If this first Seer Slicer lives, we just get to chain off a bunch of dudes. Sadly, it looks like they might actually have a cut down here. Alright. Yeah, they have a cut down. This Seer Slicer Goblin's not going to make it to the end step. Fair enough, though. Alright, we got more backups to try, though. So it's not the end of the world. Actually, you know what I kind of would rather have here is some 1-mana thing? Because I was thinking then we could go banner into one of these into the next one. But not sure how I want to play this. Alright. I mean, if they have a counter, they have a counter. Yeah, that's fine. We'd rather that than the other things in our hand anyway, so sure. And if this is the typical Dimir deck, then their blocks aren't going to be particularly scary. I mean, they could play like the 2-1 guy here or whatever, which we don't care greatly about. Alright, we'll try this guy. And then we'll try this guy. And I assume the Seer Slicer Goblin's gonna die. Yep, fair enough. Another land there would have been nice to get some extra combination of these out. But, you know, we're doing what we can. Come on, untap land. Ooh, you are not it. But you're not bad either. I think I'm gonna go with this. I mean, the opponent's obviously just playing removal and counters here, so meh. What you gonna do? Kill Britches here too? I mean, if your hand's all removal, it's all removal. Like, yeah. Just make a treasure. Alright. This might be where they flash something in and then try to make their 4-3. Nope, this is a whole different deck. They're just playing Quick Study. Alright, that's where we lose the board. Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen. Yeah, so this is just removal and counters is all this deck is. Alright, fair enough. Strap yourselves in, folks. These tend to be long, boring games. Probably going to get rid of Sear Slicer Goblin. Oh, no, what did they take? Britches. Okay, well, that's fine. We don't hate that. You know what? I might go Horde Master here and get us access to more creatures. I mean, if we're not getting land, we might as well be able to try to do something productive. Okay. Try to play this guy. I mean, cut downs no longer work, so that's good news, I guess. Alright. I'll assume they're going looking for some kind of sweeper or some such here. Nope, they got a kill spell. Sure. We get to play until the end of our next turn, which is also good. Alright. Another dropkick bomber. Not the worst thing. Alright, they got a creature land, so that's something to keep in mind here. Try to get this one down. Edict. I'm going to get rid of this. Even though it's a bigger body, I just want to have access to be able to get more cards later. If another board sweeper shows up. Alright, make your 2/2. Like, I accept the terms of this negotiation. Yeah, I'll just play that now. Sounds good. Okay. Play this on Goblin. I guess I don't need to play that pre-combat. We will attack with just this. Sure. I'm game. Yep. Then deal 2 to the opponent. Then play this dude and make another 1/1. Since it can't be countered. I guess technically it's a 2/2 because we do still have the bomber. If we can land something else like another Horde Master, we'd be able to give all of our things flying. We'd have to only be able to give 2 of them flying. Wouldn't be quite enough. Well, that's not going to get there anyway, is the problem. How do we deal with this? If we attack with everything, they probably block the Sear Slicer Goblin. And then we only end up making 4 damage, but we won't get another token. If we attack with the bomber, whatever, we get a token. I guess we're just all in the pool, right? Let's do it. One would assume that's what they're going to block, though. Though maybe not. I mean, because the bomber means we potentially still have lethal by giving stuff flying. So there's that. Alright. But yeah, another Horde Master would have been pretty sweet. Even here, another Sear Slicer has some value. Squee is also really good here, now that I'm thinking about it. Because that gets us 2 attackers. So yeah, we have some good outs, potentially. We just got to get there. Something that pumps our team, though, is ultimately what we're looking for. Okay, that's a good way to go about it. So I want to tap colorless, colorless, colorless. Call Goblin. And then here's what we're going to do. We're going to attack, and when they activate their land, then we'll give our creatures flying. If they do that. They may not. Come on, just activate your land and block, opponent. Yeah, that's what we want to see. Alright, so now we give this... Oh, I can only give other creatures flying. No! I messed up. I thought it was any creatures. It's other creatures. Oh, no. Alright, well, opponent's at 2. Alright, there's a Jace. Sounds good. Oh my gosh, we're just drawing lands now. Alright, well, guess we're dead. I was gonna say, there's no way they're only going to draw lands, so it's got to be it. Literally, I think our only possible out is probably a squee. And drawing more lands is not the answer. Oh my gosh, this is brutal. I mean, the good news is, if we stick a squee, they can't counter it. If they kill it before we get to the attack step, then we just get it back out of the yard, so that's cool. Alright, well then we're just dead. Unless squee is literally our last card, it's game over. Alright, well it doesn't matter. The demon's gonna get us. That's just bad draw on our part. Let's keep it. This is kind of nice. So I think the plan here is Scamp, Goblin, Seer Slicer, if it works, because it adds up to more damage over the next couple of turns. Alright, that looked like a... Yeah, I was going to say no cut down situation. We'll decline that. We'll play the Seer Slicer Goblin. We'll get at least one more duder here. Alright. Ooh, lots of options here. I think we're going to go mana efficient, and we're just going to play this. Now, there is a benefit to playing Horde Master, and it dies, and we get access to another card. But here, they just kill the bomber. We attack with the rest. We get another 1/1. Like, the bomber's effectively keeping heat off of the Seer Slicer right now, and that's good for us. And each turn is just progressively more damage. Alright, we'll go... Yeah, just put that on Goblin, why not? We'll play this guy again. Thanks for not tapping our Cavernous Souls Arena. Bomber's gonna die. Exactly. And then we attack. And then we get another 1/1. Like, Seer Slicer Goblin's working hard right now. Punching that clock. We don't even care about that card, actually. Because this means no matter what they block, they die, right? Well, plus this for sure. And we had Screaming Nemesis, so it was all good. Didn't even care that they had extra kill spells and stuff. We just took care of business. Yep. Extra damage even. Alright, let's go. Man, as much as I would love to have an untapped red land, would be awesome. I meant to play Goblin Restless Lackey there, but that's fine. Alright, what you got? Oh, they're going to bounce our guy? No! Alright, I'm just going to attack with Firebrand. Just kind of seeing if they want to do anything about it. Alright, if they have a bounce spell, we're going to see it right here on the Seer Slicer Goblin. Otherwise, I don't know what they have if they were going to target something. All right. They don't have anything. We go straight to the end step and trigger the raid. All right, cool. Also, you know what? I'm going to be fair here, because as much as we talk about, like, Arena not having cool effect, why would you unsummon the token and not our guy? But, all right. I guess because it just gets rid of it. But the raid effect is really cool there, honestly. All right, let's see. Counter? Maybe. All right, we're going to put that on Goblin. Make a lackey. I mean, who knows? They might just play like temporary lockdown next turn. But in the meantime, I mean, flash in a 2/2, block our Seer Slicer Goblin would be legit too. Why are we not killing the Seer Slicer Goblin? Like, wouldn't that be the problem card? I mean, the other dude, I mean, eventually lets us draw a card, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if they're playing the long game, the extra cards matter. But I would think you want to just keep more things off the board. Okay, Horde Master. Sure. I'm down. Alright, well, that's that. I'm going to mulligan this. Even though having 2 Torch Towers probably good against some decks, that feels a bit iffy. I'm going to keep... And I'm going to get rid of the Lackey. Mostly because people are likely to not block a Cacophony Scamp in a lot of cases. So we might just get a free attack and get to play our Seer Slicer Goblin. Is what I'm hoping. Alright. I mean, I guess either could have been fine, but went with that this time. Neither of you are pirates, unfortunately, for good old britches. Oh, is the Goblin going to eat a bullet? The Seer Slicer? Oh, no. That is a... I mean, having bridges to make sure they can't block is kind of nice. But I am a little worried about if they play a couple of creatures next turn. Or if they just want to... Yeah, I don't even really want them blocking the Seer Slicer here, to be honest. It's not in our best interest at the moment. Decline. I mean, I guess the other option is I could have just attacked with the non-Seer Slicer creatures and played Britches there, which probably would have been better, ultimately. So that's probably a little bit of a mistake on my part. Hopefully I'll just find something that pumps our team and it'd be like a bailout here. Nope, no such luck. Sucks to be us. Then what I'm going to do is this. Attack, attack, attack. I suppose. I mean, they may not block. I don't know. Oh, sweet. I will sack this. And kill that. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't want to proliferate. Submit 0. Deal the damage. Sometimes there aren't things there with counters on them already, so almost messed up there. That would have been disastrous. All right, another Might Caller. And then a bunch of... Nope, just Case. All right, Case for 2, that makes sense. A second Britches is not cool, though. I am going to attack with just Britches, and we're just going to get another card. Ooh. All right, that's a card. Now we're talking about doing some things. Still a long way from killing the opponent here. Ooh, Beauregard is not going to help our cause. Now our out is probably Witchstalker Frenzy, and that's not an easy thing to hit. Oh no! Well, fortunately we have another Britches, but we will not be able to attack here. So there's that. Oh, but Screaming Nemesis says we might be able to attack. Who says we can't? Yeah, I'm game. I'm gonna keep attacking with it. Alright, works for me. Another critter. Oh, it's the biggest of critters in their decks. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. And those guys trample, so that sucks. Yep. Don't know if I have an out here unless I draw... Oh, wait, if I draw Witchstalker Frenzy. Kill that. No, they'd only take 4 still. Yeah, I think we just take it. Torch the tower. Why does it feel like that might do something here? Like, I don't know if it does, but it's like, it feels like this card does something. Oh, actually it does. Because we could kill a Valley Might Caller by sacking a thing. The guys trample. We could first strike something next turn if they don't draw a creature. Ugh. What are we? How are we hoping this goes down? I guess is the question. I'm trying to think, is there a world we can win? Probably not. I think I have to play on defense, which sucks. Pass a turn. I hate it, but I need them to, like, not draw a creature. Plus, they're going to get to give all their stuff +1. And they got a Bunnycorn. Yeah, that's game. Alright. Well, that was just a bad situation all the way around. I'm going to mulligan. Oh, no! Alright, well, we're stuck with it now. This deck actually... It's weird to say this, but this is a deck that needs to draw the 1-drops. And, you know, we got one here, but it almost doesn't matter. I think, though, I am going to play it. Attack. See if maybe we can get them to commit to something, and then we just play the Seer Slicer post-combat. I don't know. Yeah, what does this look like? Yeah, I guess we do it. I mean, it's probably going to get countered or killed, but... Yeah, alright, that's fine. Oh, we're playing against that deck? Oh, geez. Okay, well, I would have definitely played differently if I'd have known that was the thing. But, you know, here we are. This card's going to be useless in this fight. Alright, well, attacking. See if they have the removal that puts a proliferate counter on us or whatever. Poison counter. Alright. And they get to kill it, right? No, they don't. Why did they not? They're able to, but didn't. Okay. Well, now we have 2 poison counters. Pass the turn. We have 2 things in the graveyard. We have to keep track of that, because Squee could be good later. Which could be important. Question is, does this give us... we have to play that card this turn. Alright. That is very important designations there. Oh, Lackey. You're almost good enough. I think we're just going to attack and get a treasure. I don't know if we can race them at this point, but... Also weird that they killed the token and not the thing that possibly does another point of damage, but whatever. I mean, we're already at 4, and their hand's full, so there's a chance Britches is just dead here with the -4/-4. Yep. Not quite enough things in the graveyard yet. Oh my gosh, that sucks. We're just not even finding creatures. Yeah, we just attack. I mean, I guess the good news is if they were to target, like, the lackey, we could sack it. So that's a thing. We get a little value out of it. Alright, they take one. I'm going to go ahead and play this guy. In the turn. We need one more card in the graveyard before we can get Squee out. No! Ah, that sucks. I mean, the game where the removal doesn't do anything is when we drew it. That's kind of terrible. What can we even do here? I'm going to decline. Man, that sucks. I mean, if they're not killing stuff, I have to assume their hand is more of the counters. It's either counters or lands. So even spending our resources to get the Squee isn't super beneficial here. We can at least sample or find out. Okay, so they did have it. End the turn. Sooner or later, I guess we got to pull the trigger and try to Squee. Alright, we'll try this dude. Alright, maybe that does something. I'm going to kill my own dude here, actually. Yep, I absolutely want to target that arena. So we dodge getting a counter, and they don't get to draw a card or whatever. Or proliferate, I mean. Alright. And then we can try Squee next turn. No guarantee it'll work, but now's as good a time as any. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sacrifice a creature? Sure. This guy, deal a point. Get in there for 4. Alright, this is it. I think we got there. Wow. Whew. Good one. That game actually came around to not playing Squee into the bring the ending, I think. I think if we'd have done that, we probably end up in a much worse situation. I say that, I mean, we top deck Screaming Nemesis, so maybe. But that really did help. I'm gonna mulligan. Alright, we got some of the 1 mana things. Keep this, get rid of 1 Cacophony Scamp. And I think we're gonna go Scamp, and then we're gonna go Firebrand, and then hope to get a bunch of triggers with Britches in the future. Not the biggest game plan or the best game plan we ever had, but here we are. Decline. Alright, let's go. Come on, untap land. That's all we're hoping for. We're not asking for a lot. Beans. Okay. I was going to say, definitely wanted an untapped land just for the sake of being able to have something if they have a temporary lockdown. We'll make something not block since we don't want to waste the card off the top here. Alright. Let's see what they got going on. Bitter Reunion. Alright, usually if it's Bitter Reunion, we're trying to do something to give haste out of the graveyard or some such, but they don't have anything set up yet. So I can't tell you what we're expecting. That's not really what we want here either. Goblin, and we will just trigger all the things on the britches. Go treasure. Can't block, sure. And exile. No! Oh wait, actually we can play the Squee. I was about to say we can't, but we made a treasure anyway, so it didn't matter. I'm just gonna fling this at the opponent, because, like, why not? Yeah, take action. Actually, yeah, I don't know what they would have here that would exile it, but sure. And then I'm just going to play this, otherwise it's wasted anyway. But now temporary lockdown isn't enough. If they sweep the board, then we just replay Squee. Yeah. Had all the bases covered. Okay, let's keep it. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these games come down to, one, do you get the 1 mana guys? Because that's very important. And then, do you get to hold on to any of your, like, creature lords or anything like that, right? If you're able to pump the teams, it's usually enough. Warren Guard. I think I'm just going to go with this for now. And attack. Alright. Quest Caller, you got it. Sure, no blocks. Ooh. Firebrand attack, kill the Quest Caller. Alright, I'm kind of into that. Let's get rid of this. Would have liked the 3rd land there, but in lieu of having a 3rd land, this is like the next best thing. Phineas. Alright, well, good news is we can kill Phineas as well. And it looks like we kind of have to. Alright, deck. A 3rd land would be great. Anytime now. Would be fantastic, actually. For multiple reasons. Either A, making something not block, though we don't want to target a thing now, so that's kind of bad for us. Oh no! It's like we can't even just pump our team. That would be so nice. Alright, I guess we just attack with this dude. I mean, since he first strikes, kind of like, what else are we going to do here? I mean, I guess... Oh, no, that wouldn't let me actually search for that. That doesn't help. Uh-oh, what are we doing here? Oh, Knight Errant. Ah, that makes sense. Alright, well, you have some things. Do we just take 3? Yeah, no blocks, I guess. Horde Master. Well, that is intriguing. Because now they have to block a not Horde Master, right? Well, no, they could still block a Horde Master and block one of those guys. Alright, I mean, we're going to do it. I mean, we're practically dead next turn anyway, so... Whatevs. No, we actually are dead next turn. Right? And of course, 2 of those were lands. Yeah, because we just take 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Alright. Just no land killed us that time. Can't complain about those games. They happen. Okay. I need a 2 mana thing or another 1 mana thing next turn. I mean, we have a lot of outs to make this hand work, which is why it's worth keeping. But we shall see. Come on, 1 mana thing. Okay, well, we at least get to kill a Swift Spear. And we got a Scamp. That's not terrible. Alright, let's get rid of that. And I will attack. If they attack us with like a 2/2, we just block with the Scamp. Hired Claw, fair. Does that mean you have something to kill us with? Or no? Let's find out. Yep, they have something to kill us with. Oh, or not. Okay. Oh, they could have a Rage or something here. That would make sense. Alright, decline. Alright, let's find our pump cards here. Or a thing that can let us kill a creature. We have so many possible outs to this being a good turn. Hopefully the deck doesn't sell on us. Alright, come on. That's a start. Goblin. Only attacking with these two, though. Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Dang it, not quite there. Alright. Oh, wait, no, that would have been it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, still one short. Never mind. Thought I did the math wrong for a second. Wow, Hasty Coyote. Alright. Card that does a thing. I mean, my team can block and kill stuff, so whatever. Well, that doesn't get to kill anything. But now the opponent can't really attack or just die. You block, block, take 2. Oh, so they wouldn't be dead. But everything's gonna be 2 toughness when they block? Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna make sure there's no, like, crazy top decks for us to lose to next turn. Since we can't kill them anyway, realistically. And then we just attack here. At least 2 things are probably blocking. Yep. That makes sense. And then we play Slicer, which could make another body. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just play the other Squee. Then we just have max blockers. And then if this Squee dies, we just play the other one out of the graveyard. Yep, you have a Rage. I agree. I mean, I'm max blocking anyway, whatever they do. So, doesn't even matter. Sure. And then we just get to play a Squee out of the graveyard and win. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. That'll do it. Yeah. Alright. Firebrand. Ataxies. They're also attacking. Or maybe this one is save and block or Firebrand. That would be fair. Yeah, we're gonna attack though. They do get a card if they want to block, so I mean, it's not like the craziest thing. Fortunately, we did attack. So this sets us up if we can get an untapped land next turn. And if they have something... Ooh, they don't have anything to kill a Slicer. Damn. Alright. Now Slicer dies? No. Bomber dies? Nothing dies? Okay, well there's at least that. I was gonna say, this was about to get wild. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Ginger Brute. What is this deck? What's wild is I actually have some things that have haste. So I can actually block a Ginger Brute with this deck. Alright, well, we're gonna go attacking. I guess if you're gonna triple, quadruple, rage block our bomber, like, I don't know. Alright, you had a lot of little duders. I don't know to what end, but they have them. Alright. Oh, it's an Impact Tremors deck. That makes sense. Whoa. Another banner. If I play a banner, they don't have any good blocks, really. But at the same time, I kind of want to just set up more damage. But let's go this. Opponent says GG, but I don't know if it's GG's yet. I mean, they might be able to just kill us. I don't know. Okay, they're going on blocking duties here. Sacking that, gaining life. Makes sense. Then take 8. Alright, do they have a way to kill us here from 20? I mean, I sort of feel like if they got us, they got us. Okay, that doesn't kill us. That also does not kill us. Doesn't even come close to killing us. Yeah, I was going to say, a bunch of that has to sit back and block, I would imagine. But now they're dead. Because we just give things flying and then that's it. So, let's give one of these flying. Actually, that's all that has to have fly. I could have just done that last turn, actually. That was stupid. Because after it hits the opponent, we could have dealt another 4. But no, we wouldn't have killed them. We wouldn't have killed them. Because they could have just blocked differently. Yeah, let's go ahead and play this, whatever. Just ensure that we get the win here. Yep, that'll take care of business. Yeah, so as it turns out, this actually plays pretty well. I will tell you, I experimented with a lot of hands to try to figure out like what was good to mulligan and what you should be keeping or not keeping. So I do want to talk about that for a second. But overall, I don't think I want to change much about the deck because it mostly does what you want it to, honestly. And looking at the deck overall, it's not like crazy to build, right? There's a bunch of commons and uncommons in here making up the bulk of the deck, though you do need stuff like Horde Master, Seer Slicer, Goblin. Like, a bunch of people have Britches already from previous sets. So it's these, like, pump creatures, unfortunately, that do make it a little bit tough. But it's kind of fun. And if you want to build it in paper, these are all pretty cheap cards. But let's talk about strategy real quick before we get out of here. One of the things I would say to remember is that you almost need to mulligan into hands that have either 1-mana creatures and or like that third land, right? Because if you have the early creature plus the Slicer, you can still get stuff done, or Horde Master. If not, you got to get to that 3rd mana because also a couple of the things that pump your team are there, but that also allows you to play just multiple spells a turn. So keeping hands that don't allow one of those situations probably going to end up kind of poorly for you. So just something to keep in mind if you decide to play it. Otherwise, check out all these other sweet decks we've been playing because we've been played like some purely artifact decks and just all kinds of crazy stuff that's been having a lot of fun in Standard. But that's all I have for now. We'll see you next time.